Lion fan base have been craving home playoff football since this building opened in 2002, and they've got it today at Ford Field in Detroit. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the San Francisco 49ers and the Detroit Lions. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Lance, a handoff here to Mostert. And shedding through the tackle. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Mostert. Fights through and now a crease. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
A good gain on first has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. And now they'll throw with Lance. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 33.
So, Charles, you look at this offense, you think about it, you got a rookie quarterback at the helm. You're in the divisional round of the playoffs here. That head of his just has to be spinning, doesn't it?
Well, normally you'd have to say yes, but I do think that the way things went last week, how he played in the wild card win, how sensational he was, that'll stop his head from spinning. And now he's in a situation that's getting towards uncharted territory because you've got Joe Flacco, Mark Sanchez, the only 2 rookies to win 2 playoff games in 1 year. He's trying to join that company, but it's not going to be easy to get it done.
Throwing on first down is Lance. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
Brandon, unless my eyes deceive me, I think they found a matchup that they're trying to exploit here, don't you? I mean, it's the 2nd time they've gone to him here on this drive.
Yeah, opening drive. It's a tone setter, right? I think they're going to be looking his way a lot.
Yeah, and I think that the way things are going right now, they like him as a featured receiver. Let's see what kind of adjustments the defense is going to make to try and take that away.
Lance giving it to Sermon now on the option. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They go back to the ground, this time Mostert. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down. Here's Lance to throw it. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Trey Flowers, the former Arkansas Razorback, in there to get him. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football.
So the next time we leave one of those coaches' meetings and we're walking out in the hall and you're like, how come we spend so much time talking about special teams?
Here you go. This is why.
This is why, right? And look, I'm right there with you. We hear it every time we meet with coaches, but it is a big part of it. Look how early in the game this occurs. They block a kick, and not only does it set a tone, it sends a message for the rest of the game.
Yeah, so much for our first points of the game. First carry for DeAndre Swift. Trey Greenlaw in there on the tackle.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked out with bounce it. Big loss. Kind of just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Play action. It's McDonald. He'll drop this one off to Swift. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll bring up a 3rd down. Here's McDonald to throw. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
They'll find Ayuk open right side. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quicker. On play action, Lance. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, 33 yards. And the Niners are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Oh, this is blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is alive. Taking it right down Broadway. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And he takes it the distance across the goal line for 2 points. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. Offense ready to kick off their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. They go play action with McDonald. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And they'll get him down here at the 23. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, McDonald. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. Always so many storylines when you're playing January football. And, Charles, you talk about this offense, their head coach, it's his first time in charge in the playoffs. And I think you and I were both kind of surprised by his demeanor and specifically his comments and his confidence at the press conference where he really all but guaranteed a victory.
Yeah, I was a little bit taken aback because you don't normally see that. And on one hand, it's like, all right, cool. He feels great about his team. But on the other hand, I don't think it's in his best interest to do that. How many playoff games has he won again, Brandon?
None.
So there's your answer right there. I guess what he was trying to do was fire up his team. But he has to make sure he doesn't fire up the other guys because there have been a lot of coaches who've made guarantees that are no longer coaching in this league.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
I like what they tried to do there. Tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a 1st down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
But, Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
I think it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, they needed to broaden, and they have done it here. Look at what he's bringing to their offense, and now as a defensive coordinator, you've got some extra work to do to prepare for him and their offense.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They run with Mostert off the option. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Lance now to throw. And they'll get this across midfield, but not nearly close to a first down as he stopped at the 48. Decent gain on the scramble at 6, but now it's 4th. Here's Mitch Wishnowski now. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that, right?
Yeah, he said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout. Side here.
Check.
Well, that gives them a little. We are in for a good one. Second and 8. Here's a handoff to Swift. And a short down and just 1 yard there. Throwing is McDonald. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Now Gold for the extra point. And he atones for his miss. The first one is up and good to extend their lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. Now a throw here to his running back. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 33-yard line.
On 2nd down, Swift. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
That's good for a Lions 1st down.
Here's McDonald off of the play fake. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have, it's chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind. Here's 2nd and 10. McDonald sets to throw. Throw left side, taken in by Slayton. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
From the gun, it's McDonald. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least it'll be 4th down. Here's Jack Fox now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And this will be just outside of the 30-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. So as they take it over, we step aside. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Mostert. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
2nd down. Here's Mostert again. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground.
To create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And the Lions will take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage.
It got his man. Complete. Touchdown, Detroit. In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And the lead is down to 4. McCann's got it teed up. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.